do. With that, we can carve the travel rune to Jotunheim. Get you where you need to go. Oh, incidentally, all those magically sealed doors we've seen can now be unlocked. Like that one round the corner. You can get through that door there now that you got the chisel.
You killed Magni.
That he did.
He was a god, but you killed him.
Minor Aesir, perhaps, but I.
And his father is Thor.
Not minor. Not minor at all, him. Not doing well in Asgard.
I defended us. Nothing more. I fear no judgment.
Judgment, no. But if vengeance is any concern.
Since when can you kill a god?
Now, continuing on. This is the rest of it. Unfortunately, I lost the first part of this entire fucking thing through my own stupidity. But I can show the rest. There is a Valkyrie that's right here that I could do, but I think I'm just gonna wait. There it is. I can see there somewhere. There's a third one that I have a tendency to forget about. There's that one there. There's the one there. There it is, up there. Get you in here. I think I'm going to do all the Valkyries after I've gotten a little further. I mean, I could just do this one right now. She's pretty easy. I already technically have Valkyrie videos up there. I don't remember if they're fresh games or not, or if they're just all new game pluses.
Wait, we're here. Which way back?
I'm feeling creative today. Can I just say, it's a sad day for your enemies. And for you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna come back for it. So you can technically upgrade the axe one more time.
Don't let the Draugr get you.
I don't think the lad's doing too well.
I'm fine.
If so, then keep up.
Hey, I just realized. Magni didn't come back to life.
That is interesting. It's known the Aesir find their own way to Valhalla. No Valkyrie escort, no processing at the gates of Helheim. That may be significant.
Guess we'll find out about that whole thing later on, because that's really the last they ever talk about him. Not the whole not coming back thing. The crystals up here. I think it just opens up a realm tear. I don't think it's a fight. I think it's just items. I don't remember though. Yeah, just items. There are more than just 18 realm tears. So you don't actually need to get them all in order to finish that thing.
Magni the Giant's head. What is this place?
Fishermen would bring their day's catch into this port and use that contraption to send some of it directly to the Jarl's main kitchen. The rest was sorted and sold.
There is an exit under the thumb. Find a way across.
There's a path to the exit on the other side.
Remember doing this once and he wouldn't get on the stupid platform? So I couldn't bring him over. That's definitely a chain. Yeah, he bugged out on that other platform and wouldn't jump into the cart. Thankfully it was just a reload and it fixed it, but... sitting there forever trying to figure out what in the hell happened. For some reason he climbed up here and just stood right here instead of hopping on. I'm not sure why that exists, since you never come back here. At least I've never come back in here. There's an option you can set where you don't have to do the little inputs for these things, which I have turned on because it's annoying. And this is by far faster.
Under his palm. We're almost there.
Everything we just did. Climbed around a dead giant, rode a giant falling hammer, fought some bad gods. What do you think Mother would say?
That you have come a long way.
Thanks.
So the Valkyrie is through here. I'm not going to kill her. I'm going to come back and do it later. What I'm doing is going inside, getting this thing, which I
Another one here.
didn't realize was here.
Ah, you know this one, don't you?
It's Damu, the giant stonemason. Is he building a wall around Jotunheim?
It was to be his master.
Come, boy.
Right behind you.
Oh, I didn't expect it to skip that. Whatever. Anyway, he builds a thing around you, whatever it's called.
This place.
Leaves a weakness in it.
Like a prison.
That would explain the hefty magical lock on the outside.
But it's more than that. I have this feeling. Like something is waiting for us down here.
You've a knack for ominous statements, lad.
What kind of something?
I'm not sure. Something powerful.
Whatever you feel, boy. Handle it. We have come this far.
Yes, Father.
Excuse me. Anyway, I'm just coming down here to get that thing to work. So later on I can just come in here. These chambers often have a raven inside them. Yep, there's one here. I believe it's sitting on the tree inside. When you come here and you get to this point, you can easily kill her now. Should I just do it? No, I'm gonna make separate ones.
A Valkyrie? Imprisoned? She actually did it.
A Valkyrie?
See, he says that right there. She actually did it.
A Valkyrie in the flesh. I can't think of a more formidable opponent.
He does not attack.
Does she even know we're here?
I can only think that either they fuck up later on. I don't know how I just got 5,000 experience, but okay. Anyway, Mimir says she actually did it, which would make you think he knows exactly who did this, and knew that they were trying to do it. So I don't know if the game developers messed up and should have taken that particular line of dialogue out, because later on he claims he doesn't know what's going on whatsoever, and each time you kill a Valkyrie you learn a little bit more of what happened. But when you meet the first one, that's what he says, that she actually did it, which makes it seem like he knows. A little weird. Anyway, you can kill her. She's not terribly difficult at this point. Your level really doesn't make a difference. I mean, it does to an extent, because if you're low enough, everything she does will one-shot you. Like, most of the time I do this at level 1. And I don't know if I have any... I'm pretty sure I do. I must. I mean, if you do it this way, with this gear on, it's not terrible. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go kill her. Before I do that, just because I want to be able to do these later. I'm going to make a save. That way I can just reload it and not have to worry about this. Just to show you, you can do this here, and like I said, I usually do all the Valkyries at level 1, just because it's more of a challenge. You do almost no damage, and everything they do one-shots you. So it forces it to be a perfect fight. It also makes all the fights about 10 minutes long. I don't have all the things I would normally use to kill a Valkyrie, one of which is a time slow. Which reminds me, you do not want to have the Talisman of Protection on for most of them, because you will end up parrying things that you do not want to parry. A lot of them have a jump up, and they have like these little like rings of light they throw at you. One of which you have to dodge, the other one you have to parry, or you have to block. You do not want to parry it. If you do parry it, it ends up fucking you, because the return damage doesn't do anything, and by the time you finish the animation, it leaves you vulnerable at the end, and you end up getting hit. So normally I would use the Talisman of the Realms, something like that, where you can activate it and slow down time. I'd run in, I'd go do a certain thing, I'd do that, and that's how it would go, but this will be different. I forgot to set my timer. But anyway, I'll kill her, I'll send this video up, and then I'll do these again, level 1 wise. I'll do another showcase, I suppose. I've done a bunch. I'm pretty sure they're already up on YouTube, but fuck it, I'll make more. Anyway, I don't remember who this is. My basic strategy is honestly a lot of executes. The execute is the single most damaging move you have for just doing one move. Like, there's others that you can do something else that will do more damage, but they're you have to do a combo in order to get to it, and it's a different thing. But just a single move, the execute's the most. With these, instead of Glaive Storm, 18,000 to upgrade it. Yeah, sure. Blessing of Frost is pretty good, which I don't tend to use here because it's hard to get a hold of them. It does a lot of damage in the beginning. If I had to slow down, it might be more worth it. But I'm still going to use this with the timing for the Glaive Storm and Hell's Touch. This is 42 seconds, the other one's 138. They basically end up being always up together at the same time. So you'll get 3 Hell's Touches for every 1 Glaive Storm. And what I do is I'll do an execute, then I'll interrupt it with a Hell's Touch, which will stun her. Then I'll go into another execute, interrupt that with a Glaive Storm, then another execute. During that particular little combo that I do there, you cannot shoot her with Atreus' arrows. It will move her out of range, or it'll reset her and they'll move out of the way. This is true for all of them. I use the same combo on all of them. It works on all of them. It doesn't make any difference. Just don't shoot her with Atreus. You also usually have to do a quick little step forward, otherwise they'll be out of range. So you do the little step forward thing. This thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run in, and I'm going to execute. Oh, it's Gunnr. Execute, interrupts. Execute, interrupts. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, execute. I just fucked that up. Oh, let me set a timer real fast so I don't go too far on this. I don't know how long it's been. So I'm just going to set it for 20 minutes, just in case. Because I want to make sure I have all the rest of that stuff. I use the Amulets Kasvir, which is also very useful for them. Particularly certain ones where you last second dodge and get the Realm Shift slowdown there. That's also really good. The other one just lets you do it whenever you want, whenever the cooldown is up. But I just kind of rinse and repeat this combo. She got out of it. So, Realm Shift, bop, bop, interrupts, dash forward, execute. Now use arrows. You can go through, execute. Dodge to the side, execute. I don't do more because fuck that, execute. 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 Shouldn't have done the other move. Execute. Execute. Interrupt. Dash forward. Execute. Arrows. Sidestep. Slow down. Execute. Backstep. Execute. Sidestep, slow down, get a little further over. So you can, she has two different moves she can do there at the end of that wing swipe thing that I dodged underneath. She can either A, do scythe attacks that come from the left, or she'll do like a wing swat, which will knock you to the side a little bit, and then she does a wing stab. The wing stab, you have to dodge to the right. It is unblockable. The other one is blockable, but she does two of them, and it's a yellow attack. So if you don't parry it, you'll get hit by the second one. I usually just try to dodge both of them, but that time I didn't. I parried it. It's basically that. Execute, execute. Backstep, execute. So this. See, she'll do that. Execute. Ba ba ba. There's the little side thing. Doesn't matter, you always have time to do the execute in that slowdown. Execute. You don't want to roll or you won't get the you won't get the slowdown. It doesn't work. Don't know why, but it doesn't. But that's it, man. It's man, woman, child, whomever the fuck is watching this. Don't give a shit. But that's it. That's what it is, and it's just kind of rinse and repeat. It ends up being a very damaging combo. If you just try to do regular moves against her, they don't do nearly as much. It is possible to animation cancel your strikes instead, and if you're really good at that, you can probably do more damage in the execute. I just feel more vulnerable during it. Part of it is because my fingers really know the timing and the rhythm and timing of doing that particular combo. So my fingers are really good at doing that at this point. There's a lot of good muscle memory built in at this point. Whereas the other ones, it's not as much, and if I try to change it up from the thing I've already learned, it doesn't work as well. And I found that to be very efficient. So I'm going to upload that real quick. That was Gunnr, I think.